Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's PS3 Guy 2427 again. Today I'm just gonna be showing what guns are pretty much better, personal preferences, whatever. In all actuality, all of them are personal preferences. It's just really what you like most. And some guns are better than others, but it just depends what gun you're most comfortable with using. Is what depends on you know how good the outcome is with the gun and the perks and stuff. I'm just gonna show you a couple things. Let me show you some for free for all team deathmatch. And like stuff like that, domination, things like that. No, not too much of just enough though. Let me get you started. I'm already online and everything. Give me a second. I'm on my laptop, so gotta go this way with it. Anyway, sorry, I get a little confused. There you go. Right. Well, I guess y'all can see. I'm just gonna go to creative class. This is actually my other account, my second account. I found the password yesterday, so I mean I'm second prestige on this one, so I have more guns on this one than I did the other one, which is my newer account. So hopefully this will work out. So really, like my primary custom one. I don't name my stuff real. My first custom gun actually is it's what I use personally. Oops. Assault rifle is the Lil. It's pretty decent damage. The range is excellent. Mobility is good. Accuracy is decent. Fire rate is pretty good. I use this mainly for like the bigger maps. Like I'm further away. I don't, yeah, it's pretty much it. Just like the bigger maps is mainly when I use it. What I use with it, well, most of my guns that I use extended mag, which is extended mag. Some guns, I don't really use like the grenade launcher, infrared. I do use the suppressors and reflex sights and all that. But right now, with this class, I'm just using the Galil. And this one, like, I usually only use this one for like team deathmatch. I don't really use it for nothing else. Like I said, but only in bigger maps. I use the scavenger perk because I just don't want to run out of bullets, especially if it's my personal preference. It's my gun, so obviously I want to continue to use my gun, so I keep scavenger so I can keep going. I use side of hand pro so I can actually reload faster. Yeah, or not side of hand pro. Oh yeah, side of hand pro so I can actually reload faster. And I use marathon. I ain't make it pro yet because I just haven't been playing capture the flag. You're supposed to capture the flag like 15 times and some other stuff. But that's pretty much it for that. Because I use the Semtex just because I'm more accurate with a Semtex than I am with a frag. Everybody's different. Some people can throw frags better than they throw Semtex. I'm getting like I'm actually pretty decent at throwing frag grenades. So I mean on not frag Semtex grenades. So I can kind of get them to where I want them most of the time. I'll say about 7 out of 10 chances I can get them to where I want them to be. I use a concussion grenade. I used to use a flash grenade, but for some reason it just didn't really work for me. It just seemed as if the guys wasn't, stunned enough or, too disoriented. So I started using the concussion. It works a lot better for me. Like I said, for me personally, it's all personal preference. Um, concussion grenades, that actually slows them down a little bit. They can't really see as much. They're disoriented. You'll notice on the screen if you get hit with a concussion grenade, it's hard to tell, what you're looking at, what you're aiming at, stuff like that. And I use claymores, and I use claymore. I just honestly just drop random claymores. Like I don't really find a strategic place. I don't have a strategic place. I just drop the claymore and then just take off. Um, I mean, 9 out of 10 chances, no one's gonna expect a claymore in a random place. But sometimes, oh, wrong one. Sometimes, I use I haven't bought them yet. I'm only level 30 right now, so I haven't really got to buy any things I really wanted. But sometimes I use the camera spike. That's, you know, if I feel like camping. So, like, I don't really camp all the time. Sometimes I do. But If I feel like camping, I use the camera spike, just watch my back and my surroundings. Um, and if I'm playing capture the flag, I actually use tactical insertions. But other than that, mainly I use the claymores. Uh, oh, my secondary, especially for team deathmatch and bigger, rounds, I use the RPG. And the reason I use the RPG is because I don't really go shooting for, helicopters and none of that. I figure, 9 out of 10 chances someone else on my team is gonna, have one to shoot it down. I'd rather, use mine to shoot actual people. Say this guy's camping in one spot and I keep trying to go back there. He kills me every time. You have the RPG, just shoot it towards that direction, especially if you know where he's at and you'll kill him. And another weapon I use for team deathmatch is the AK-74U. This is a great gun for medium to small maps. I mean, like, what can I say? This thing's a monster. It's lightweight. It's strong. Lightweight mobility, same thing. It's just crazy good. Damage is great. The range, it actually has pretty long range to be a submachine gun, which is good. The accuracy is semi-decent. You can always, put a grip on it, but I won't put a grip on it for the simple fact that the only time I put a grip on it is if I'm using, what's it called, rapid fire with it. But I really don't use rapid fire, so I switch back and forth sometimes, between extended mag. Sometimes I put the grip on it depending on what classes I'm using. I use suppressor as well. Every once in a while, depending on what class I'm playing or what type of match I'm playing. If I'm playing hardcore, I don't really. That's usually what I play is hardcore. So if I'm playing hardcore, I really don't worry about the suppressors or nothing. But if I'm playing like regular team deathmatch, I probably just throw a suppressor on there. Just it helps me a little bit better so they don't know where I'm at. As a secondary, I use the Python. You think, all right, wow, 6 shots, man, whatever. Accuracy ain't all that great, but pretty much if you shoot the person in the right spot, like upper chest area, it's pretty much a one-shot, one kill. Like if you got good aim on it. No, that's pretty much all that there is. I got the quick reload thing on this one because quick reload. Why not? I mean, helps out. Uh, so it's not like I'm sitting there taking my a long time to reload. So that actually helps out. Same thing. Semtex concussions, claymores. Like I said, I was using the Willie Peak for a while on this class, just because you're so fast. Especially if you're using like marathon, lightweight, and all that, so fast that you can just chuck a Willie Peak somewhere and try to get somewhere around it. You know what I mean? Like so you can cover yourself pretty much, because you ain't gonna really have no cover being that fast. I guess everybody technically be watching out for you. Um, what else? Same thing with this one. I'm using Scavenger Pro, side of hand, marathon. Then the Enfield. Now this gun you get pretty early in the rounds. I think it's like level 10 or something like that. It's alright. I believe it's like level 10. This gun is really good. But I mean good, it's a really good gun. Like I use it still, only on bigger maps and stuff. I like the gun. I think it's great. I actually use a FEMA sometimes too, but I just think even with an extended mag, the thing runs out of bullets way too fast. So if you're gonna use the FEMAs, you might as well have Scavenger Pro on, or not even Pro, just regular Scavenger. Um, as of right now, I'm still talking about Team Deathmatch, just so everybody knows, just in case I confuse anybody along the way. I don't really use shotguns or nothing. There's the FEMAs I use right there with the suppressor on it. And when I snipe, I use the Dragunov. I use the Dragunov. This, I just use lightweight, hardened, and tactical mask. I don't really snipe that much at all, so really, I don't really feel like talking about it. Here's another AK-74U that I use. Frag Willie Peak. This is one I was telling y'all where I use the Willie Peak, whatever it's called. I don't know why I'm using the frag grenade. I guess I'm just trying to get myself up. But what I use with this one is I use lightweight, sleight of hand pro, and hacker. Now this one I usually use for like hardcore search and destroying stuff. You know, just because you got hackers, you random claymores, stuff like that. But I'm getting off the subject now. So alright. Um, so for stuff like that, big game matches. What am I doing? Big game matches. You know, like I don't really play ground war like I used to. But if I do, um, assault rifles. Either I use the AK-47 whenever I unlock it. I use the AK-47 or I use the Commando. Those are the only two guns I really use. Like I'll probably end up stop using the Galil after a while. For a simple fact, I think the AK-47 better. I can handle it better. The accuracy is not as great as some of the other guns, but it's still great accuracy. The fire rate is good. Um, I usually mix my stuff up. But the Commando, I love the Commando. It says the damage, ain't as good as some other guns, but the damage is really, really good. I think you unlock that like level 42 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I can't really remember, but I think it's 42. That's great range. The accuracy is good. Mobility and the fire rate is all decent. Using this gun, I usually put a reflex sight on it because, dude, you don't really need nothing else. It has a decent amount of ammo on it, so you don't really need scavenger or none of that. So it works really good. Also, like, what am I doing? Like other perks, like I use Ghost. I don't have Ghost Pro. I use Ghost. Like when I'm when I'm with my Commando, I use my Ghost. Just because I feel like a Commando is more of like a precision weapon because it does have great precision. So, I'll stay off, like make sure, I don't get I can't even think of the word right now. Like when they get spy planes and stuff, I use the Ghost stuff to keep me awake because I don't really want them to know where I'm at. Also, when I'm using Scavenger, I use or when I'm using Commando, I use Harden. Harden is great. I mean, you're shooting through walls, stuff like that. Especially with Commando, it's already strong. Just add an extra kick to it. I mean, what more can you say? Just add extra kick to it, And then I use Hacker as well. I don't really worry about moving too fast or nothing like that when I'm playing, like on these things. And Hacker, that's just amazing, dude. Detect Claymore, C4, all that. Like I said, mainly I'm playing hardcore stuff, so I use Hacker a lot. What else? Like just like regular, you know, free for alls and stuff. I just use the AK-74U myself, but you can pretty much use any weapon of your preference that you think is better. I say the AK-74U because I mean it's better to use. It's pretty strong, small weight, mobility. You can move faster. Um, the only bad thing, well, there's really no bad thing about it. I mean, I guess with any gun, you can't stop a drop shot. Someone drop shots you, I mean, you kind of SOL pretty much, I guess. SOL stands for shit out of luck, whoever don't know what that means. So yeah, usually when I'm playing hardcore though, I play, uh, like I have my search and destroy classes, but right now I don't have my gun for it. When I play, search and destroy, I'll show you the gun. Oh shit. I'm playing hardcore search and destroy. I actually use, oh wait, I do have it. I'm just not using it. Is the Stoner. It is a light machine gun. Yo, this gun is excellent. It's strong as hell. It's more like an assault rifle than anything. It is really heavy still, so you move slower. So when I use my Stoner, no matter what I'm playing, I always use um lightweight marathon, and then like 'cause Stoner it take a longer reload time. Depends. Sometimes I use sleight of hand. But sometimes I use harden. I mean, come on, if you get like a really really strong gun and you throw harden on it, it's an automatic like murder. I mean, you're getting the kill automatically. Um, so yeah, like that's pretty much what I think about.